that your embarrassing story? What?
How much peanut butter is too much peanut butter for a dog to lick off your dick? Hey, welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick.
Welcome.
That's other Nick. Fuck him.
That fucking Rosie.
To the off-the-counter
Larry.
Dingleberry Larry.
Dingleberry Larry. Don't do too many flavors.
That's my favorite. God damn. Oh, my name is Waffles. Sam. Okay, cool.
No, fuck you. I'm Angelo.
God damn that.
No, that's the name of the cat.
Did you see the cat?
Yeah,
Did you see the cat?
I found a cat.
I've seen
and
that
its name
cat.
is Angelo.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that was so funny because I was doing that creepy shit via
think it's
text,
been
and all of a
that
sudden,
while. Nobody
Waffles
wants
just
to
sent me a
adopt
picture of a cat.
Ends the whole.
It was fucking
Anyway.
over.
I brought you back from that Zolgo world, you piece of shit.
You fucking knew? You knew Zolgo?
Yes, I fucking know what Zolgo is.
God
I don't
damn.
know what you guys are talking about. Quit.
Oh, the fucking creepy pasta text I was sending in the group chat.
It doesn't really go through text messages.
Oh yeah,
dude.
we're sitting there at Starbucks. He's getting bleep, 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 messages left and right,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Say fucking oh my god!"
Do you want to
God.
hear
So
the
sick.
saddest fucking shit? I'm on Thurs now, and I was sitting there bored, and I saw some Facebook stupid article clickbait, obviously thing like showing like kid like murders that look super innocent. And there was this one, I think it was like Alista Bustamante, and I thought she was like hot. So then I just looked up everything about her murder, and I kind of felt like a shithead because like I was so
Are you
attracted.
fucking shitting me
I
right
was
now?
attracted to this girl, and
You
then,
were
and then I looked
stalking
up everything about her murder. Granted, she's my age, so it's cool. But I was like,
Oh
man.
yeah, that's fine.
And on the topic for tonight,
And I was like,
embarrassing stories.
Yeah.
I just looked up like everything about her, like.
That's not really an
She
embarrassing
killed like a
story.
9-year-old and like buried her.
He's laughing about it. He's not
Jeez.
embarrassed. He's like, oh yeah, this is kind of funny.
I
guys.
wasn't impressed by the murder. I was like, oh, she's pretty good looking. Let's find out. Let's see what's going on in here.
Oh,
So yeah,
God.
Can't say I haven't done that before.
Anyway.
but,
embarrassing stories. That's our topic, I guess. might as
Yeah.
well.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Who wants to start? With
Well,
their-
Drew's life is just
embarrassing
embarrassing, so we can just
stories.
start from birth.
God
You got no
Not
chill,
wrong, but you
man.
just
Calm down, Dad.
You got no chill.
God,
Good Lord.
I'm on
Bundy,
one this week.
calm down.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you've
fucking
been.
on one.
Alamo
Let's
came out.
say.
Twice
Who wants
this
to
week.
start with their embarrassing story? Are we gonna do it counterclockwise or clockwise?
Who has the best
Wait,
one?
clockwise
Is
or
it you?
counterclockwise?
I feel like you have the best one.
Oh, about 3rd grade.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Should
So
we save
you-
it for last? Should we save the
So
best
first
for
or
last?
Yeah,
last?
I don't-
save that for later.
Yeah, we'll go around, I guess.
I don't really have one.
There was-
Counterclockwise.
Yeah.
for
I
Alright,
have the
alright.
worst. I have the worst.
Counterclockwise.
All right, well
from
then
Sam.
I'll go first because mine's kind of stupid. Back in 8th grade, I was just a normal day, and I was like, I gotta go take a pee. So I go into the bathroom and I whip my dick out and I'm peeing in the urinal.
Hold
but
on.
the urinal the way it hit, it spun around and splashed right up, made it look like I pissed my pants all over it. I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? So I tried like drying it off or whatever, but recess was almost over. So I was like, well shit,
What grade was this?
I got this 8th.
You had recess?
Yeah, we had
It was the end of lunch.
It was the
the faster
lunch.
you ate your food, the faster
Yeah.
you got to go do
It was
whatever the
like
fuck
a
you
lunch.
want.
Yeah, you just hung out in
like
front
the
of the
break
school. And
period.
just,
Yeah, you hung out in
people.
that tree with a bench. Like
Yeah.
That's where I hung out.
And then there was like a center
And
tree
then
where
all the
cool
jo-
kids
jocks-
hung out.
There was the
Just
goth
at the
tree and then the
basketball
goth.
court.
Yeah.
They were like,
So
yeah, man, we're gonna
click
go shoot some
trees.
hoops.
And we're like, we're gonna go be golf and sit under the trees.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they had the most shade.
I sat over there. I sat over there with the goths, and I was the only one ever wearing color.
It was more like
It was great.
It was more like a weird.
I didn't
group.
You were
fit
a
in, but I still-
daywalker goth.
Yeah, right.
So
I'm like,
what? A daywalker?
Wesley Snipes. Have you never seen Blade?
Good Lord, Sam.
Oh fuck
Oh.
yeah! I've seen Blade. I love Blade.
I
I know you've seen it. He's like Daywalker. What's
Fucking
Surprisingly enough, I have
No, I
not.
hear daywalker is
Indigenous Snow. I can't remember the villain's name, but it was something Snow.
Oh, that was the first villain.
Deacon Frost.
Deacon Frost. Yeah.
I love that.
Vanilla Ice. That's what I
I
always thought.
love
it was
that
called.
fucking
Vanilla
character.
Ice.
Deacon
Anyway.
Frost was played by Vanilla Ice.
No, he's played by
No.
some like teen
Oh.
actor guy.
I was
He was hot.
Yeah, he was very sexy.
So
He was hot.
I was sitting there, 8th grade.
Oh,
I was
so-
way too old to piss my pants, but it looked like I did. So I was like, well, I have no options. I have to go outside. So I walked back outside, and everybody's like, dude, you just pissed your pants. And I'm like, no, dude, it came out of the urinal. Nobody believed me. Absolutely nobody believed
yeah, I
me. Because it smelled like piss.
You
It was
added,
piss.
you added on the injury by trying to blame the urinal for it.
Okay, so
No man,
I
I
go-
didn't piss on myself.
I
The
go
urinal
on
pissed
Here's what
on
it is.
me.
He's
Urinal
still embarrassed, and he's still trying to cover up the story.
I pissed my pants in 8th grade. Whatever.
Oh, dude,
okay,
I would've
I sit my
walked
pee
home.
pants.
You know what's worse?
As soon as it looked
You're
like I
jacked
pissed my
up on
pants because of
Mountain
how like superficial and like scared I am of that shit, I would have been like, well, I'm not going to the principal's office. I'm just going home. They can suspend me. I don't care. You suspend me, expel me. I won't ever come back to this school.
what's
Fuck
even
you.
funnier?
I'm not going to deal with that ridicule.
Okay.
I vaguely remember this.
Right?
Wait, do you?
So it looked like I pissed my pants, and I got shit for it for like ever. Then one day, one of my friends comes up to me, he's like, dude, I was pissing in the urinal, and I had to jump out of the way for that shit not to come back. One person ever believed me. One guy. He's like, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I believe every
Why
word
was
you
that
say.
urinal so
It reminds me like
I don't fucking the way you piss in that urinal,
What'd you
the
say
way
it
it was
was-
shaped. If you pissed in the wrong angle, it
Would you
fucking
say he was
fucking
pissed
shitting
off?
me?
We're talking about the
He
ones
believes in the
at the
urinal
Wayne-
conspiracy
Wham,
too?
downstairs.
At the gym?
Waffles.
No. Oh,
that
Waffles.
reminds me of like when I was in high school, dude. I was like, I mean, you went to high school, so now I guess the gate
hope
is
we-
unsealed and open now. I was terrified of pooping in high school because I was afraid the smell would like attach itself to me and follow me everywhere I was. So if
Yeah, I've heard this.
I was afraid like if I pooped, like everyone would be like, and it would just follow me, even though like I went to the bathroom and wiped everything clean.
Most irrational fear I've ever heard in my life.
Oh yeah, dude,
That's
I
really
did-
irrational.
I held it to the point where I was like sick, like
Did that just
until I got home, like where I was in pain, like I could have gone to the hospital, the kind of pain I was
like? Did that shit happen at home? Did you like take shits at home and be like, wow,
Oh,
I still
God.
smell like shit?
When I took a poop at home, it was like
Sometimes
it was literally
it
like
does.
that episode of South Park where Randy just it was like spins around.
The corkscrew turd?
Oh, dude, it's bad.
It's funny. So, that's your embarrassing story. That's really not that bad.
No, but like that.
Would you say that urinal was
Nothing I've
pissed
done in the
off?
past 5 years embarrasses me because it's always.
That's funny.
The story of the urinal
Yeah.
conspiracy.
It's like-
I still
it's just a
Honestly, the
reflex.
whole time that he was telling that, I was imagining like xylophone keys in the background and like crayon drawn background story.
Oh, I thought your
telling
embarrassing
me.
story involved a xylophone. I'm like, I am so sorry.
What the
Like when
fuck?
we played.
I was
like,
playing a
Sing On
xylophone
in
one
band
time,
in
but
middle
dad came and
school.
fucked me in the butt. I'm like,
I think the
Whoa!
more
I was so embarrassed
because
because all my friends were there.
it was during a band practice.
It was
The rest of the band was like, what the fuck?
It was the band director.
Did he use his little like composer wand?
Wait,
He
did
called me his meat trumpet.
It's not even good. Did he give you the rusty
meat
trombone?
trumpet.
The meat.
I'll wrap my dick in
That
duct tape and
sounds like
play drums with it.
a
That shit don't
Bloodhound
embarrass me
Gang
anymore.
lyric, like-
But in 8th grade, I was real fucking embarrassed about looking like I pissed my pants.
Relieve the spit
You got raped by a
from
xylophone.
the trumpet.
Raped. Flesh Maggot song, raped.
Raped by a xylophone.
Right by
Alright,
God, okay.
Sam,
So what is
Sam,
your
your
embarrassing
embarrassing
story?
story?
Alright, so a story that I was embarrassed at the time or a story I'm embarrassed by?
Whatever.
In general, like
doesn't
whatever's
matter.
embarrassed you.
Are you
that
still
haunts
embarrassed
you.
about it? Tell that one.
Yeah.
Because it's funnier that way.
It's a freshman in high school.
The thing
first
that makes you so uneasy that
He's
you
lying.
tell
This
it.
happened 2 minutes
no,
ago.
no, this is okay. So 2 minutes ago,
Shit your pants while wrestling.
on top of
I got
which,
the shit
like
pants.
I had to put away my boxy porn that I was watching, so it was pretty bad.
Oh, Boxy, like I'm Boxy.
I'm Boxy.
Oh, she was so hot.
Dude, quit. Dude,
I'll watch that video way
Have
too
you
many
seen her?
times.
Have you seen her now? Shoe on head.
That's her. She goes by shoe on head now.
And
She
now.
looks completely different.
She looks
She
completely
stopped putting
different.
makeup on, so
I'm
she looks
hat on
ugly.
feet.
I
But
mean,
she
not
has an
ugly.
amazing rack, though. Holy shit.
How do you so
I remember that. I am Boxy.
Hi, my name is Boxy.
Anyway.
So this is one of those stories where, like, it's freshman year of high school and you're discovering, like, making out or something if you haven't already done that. So, around, like, freshman year break, my ex and I had started discovering, like, how to do the sex. But it didn't mean. But this isn't about the sex, my friends. This is about the foreplay leading up to the sex. Yes, I'm talking about the turning off the bathroom lights, closing the door, and fumbling her against the door, trying to be all sexy and assertive. It's that kind. Insert. No, there was no.
this story already.
There is no insertion. There
My
was
pants are
just.
already undone. Where's this going?
This okay? No, they literally are. For those of you that can't see, Drew's pants have been unbuckled and unzipped this entire time.
No, there's no zippers on his pants.
Nick, I didn't say for you to start doing that too.
I got a belt boner.
What was that voice? It's like a horny Urkel.
All right. So
Wasn't me.
to give a little background.
I do that.
Okay, so to real quick, I was into like all the hentai and porn games and stuff like that before like I started doing this shit.
Funnygames.biz
Or
Too sweet.
Newgrounds.
Yes.
Newgrounds or my personal favorite, wetpussygames.com.
I never played that one.
Too sweet me.
Yes.
Too much of a
My
fucking
man.
name for me to type in.
So, Zone Sama, all
Wet
the good
pussy
shit.
god,
Well,
yeah, fuck it.
before you would go on to the actual penetration or like any of the other foreplay, you would have to like hit like continue or yes.
Or close out an ad.
Or close out.
Are you saying your ex-girlfriend was a computer?
No, but
My dad is a
I treated this shit like, okay, so we were fumbling around in.
So you couldn't find the continue button, so you never got to put it in her.
Listen the fuck here, you motherfucker.
You didn't pay the
You trying to fuck the
microtransaction. You didn't
dish tray.
subscribe.
I'm trying so hard that I'm fucking machinery at this point, apparently.
You didn't vote 4 on her page.
This. Oh my god, this is not the Terminator, this is the Prostator at this point.
Oh.
Yes.
Whoa. Let's all calm down.
Did she put her
You said
finger in your
prostate.
butt?
Go on.
Finger in your butt in freshman year. What's up?
So the moral of the story is you didn't fuck this girl.
Well, no, I didn't
fucked
fuck
you.
her, but so we were fumbling around in the dark, and I tried putting my hands up her shirt, and then like that was just awkward because she's wearing tight clothing, and then I couldn't figure out how to get the bra off, and then like I started like flicking her nipple or something at that point. Like I was like, "Is this how you do it?" And then I was like, "Okay, so
Look at it, look at the nip.
You had her lay on
How old were you at the time?
I was
7.
16.
Dude, your
You're
story
way
made
too old
mine
to
a
flick
two-parter.
nips.
Oh yeah, no, it was like 15 or 16 at the time.
those hentai magazines, man.
Oh no,
As
no,
much
they
porn as
the
you probably
hentai
watch.
magazine.
When did the tentacles come out?
Okay, so
Did
the
she say something?
No. Okay, so I lifted her shirt up and I was like, okay, so what I do okay, yeah, let's do it. So I started like groping and then like
Let's do the sex.
and then
Let's
Hey, baby, let's do the sex.
She was like, what do you think? Oh, those are all
Well, in my
swell sandbags you got going on there.
I'm in my mind.
let's
It
make
feels.
the sex.
It feels. Well, I grabbed her boobies and it felt like sandbags. Maybe you've had sex before.
It felt like a cornhole sack.
Cornhole sack.
The bean? Like the
Like a
bean?
bean bag? You could have said that, you weirdo.
You guys are saying fucking bean sack.
No, we're saying sandbags.
chest.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Nick's acting crazy.
He's acting like Nick.
One fucking tall boy
Anyway.
Budweiser. He's lost it.
Oh no, I had like one before I came over. And
Well,
I
Dad's gotta
decided
go
I'd get drunk
podcast.
here.
I drink 50 ounces of beer.
So
Hey, Matt Skiba says before you do anything, just have a couple drinks to make yourself loose. And I love Matt Skiba, and I wish I would have became Matt Skiba Ball, but instead I became fucking not Kramer.
George
George
Costanza.
Costanza
You got
fucking
Costanza
ball.
ball.
He got-
And now
He's having the Costanza going
I'm in
on.
his living image.
There's no better
You're the
Dude, I'm
hip-
getting a picture of you in your underwear doing this Costanza stance. I'm putting that shit on my wall.
I was in the pool.
Costanza.
So I was like, okay, so her pleasure meter's probably at 100%.
Nope.
So
You're gonna fly her off fountain.
She's doing that. She's doing that. She's doing
where
that
you going with
face.
the sex game thing. I took that. I'm sorry.
She's doing that
I
face that
should've
every
let you
girl does
go.
in a Snapchat. Like the fucking like.
So I had her in the
chin face.
bathroom. Her sexual radar was at 100%.
The
bar was at 100, but you could-
Did you have a scouter on? Is that how you knew?
oh yeah.
Sexual level over 9,000. God damn it!
When I read the power level, it said 8008.
What?
Oh, I meant. Oh,
Boo,
his
boo.
power level's 8.
Boo.
He
So
took her to Final Destination.
It's 1006.
And he hit that
Oh.
wombo combo. He had
Kick
his
his ass.
happy feet. Where are you at?
Would you say this was Sam Angelo Booty Kai?
Yes. This is yes.
You
This
got
was the
3.
pussy
You need to
guy.
stop.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Just coming to me.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's the
So
only thing
I
that's
was
coming
so fondling her in the dark, and then I was like, okay, so I guess I started sucking, and then like I did it for like 10 seconds. I was not hearing any sort of response from her, so I was like, do I continue? And then
No, man, quiet means go. Yeah.
no, like
she die?
no, I had to stop and
Does
ask
this go
her.
really dark?
No, it was pitch black, but I was like, do you want me to continue? And then like, and then she was like, I guess, and then like, so I just kept doing it from that point, and then I tried to finger her, but I didn't try. I was like, can I finger you?
He was like,
Man.
It
is it working?
No, and she was, and I was like, I was feeling like the pubic hair was above there. And then she
Quit
just like
punching
guided,
my belly button.
and then she like just guided my hand away and fucking opposed it, and I was like, oh okay. So that was my
No.
that was my
You didn't know
first
how
time.
to finger blast or lady crevice?
Well, no, because when I told everyone, actually no, this is when wrestling year. When I went to wrestling practice, I was
You
like,
used to finger boys' butts. You couldn't
shut the
figure
fuck up, Drew. So,
Wait.
anyways, when we were at wrestling practice, it was during one of the meets. I was talking to Blake and fucking one of the other guys, and I was like, yeah, my. You know, her and I almost fingered her, and like, almost nice. And I was like, yeah, I asked her, but she was like, no. And they're like, you don't ask, Sam. You don't fucking ask.
Hold on, and then they wonder. You don't ask for permission. You beg for forgiveness.
Wait. Did you do that shit? Hey. Did you do that shit before you went to wrestling practice?
Pants come down.
Dude, these pants are off. Make it stop.
Hey now. Did you do that
Sam?
shit before you went to wrestling practice? Like right before?
No,
Oh,
wait,
he's gonna
why?
punch me so
Just
hard.
answer the question.
I don't think so. Why?
Is it yes or no?
Pissed me off.
If you're gonna say yes, you gonna say yes.
Yes.
You say yes. I shook your hand at wrestling practice. What are you doing, man? You fucking did that shit beforehand. I was talking about Dragon Ball Z and showing you all this shit, and you shake my hand with that pussy finger.
You got the stinky pinky.
You got the stinky pinky.
I appreciate that though.
Shut up.
Judging from him, he didn't get anything.
Shut up. Boy.
So is that your
Oh god.
Yeah, I have another one later on if you guys want,
Okay.
but
What
that's
am
the
I
first one.
Hopefully not.
We're gonna go to
It's
Lori.
very-
Lori, you're embarrassing story.
Well, I mean, it's not. Okay, so I work for students, so of course we put like.
Oh, this is a recent one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh.
Because I can't think of a whole
Oh,
lot of.
I know
embarrassing
this story.
Hold on, are you sure? Are you sure you want to tell us this? Because we will not let you live it down when we go there.
Oh well, some of you. He's already heard
I already
it.
know this story. It's great.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Can't tell it because so far I'm gonna have the high score.
It's yeah, you're gonna win.
I know,
It's,
yeah.
it's not that good, but it's still funny.
I work for students, and we put whipped cream on like almost all of our fucking drinks.
Yeah, you do.
Obviously.
Yeah, you do.
And so I go there. It's last night. This happened last night.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so I ordered a pecan tart, and he's like, "Do you want whipped cream on it?" And I go, "We have whipped cream."
That's your embarrassing story.
No, because he's
Are you
just
kidding?
looking at me like.
To Jake. So this is Jake. Jake
Yeah, I
does
was
not
there
let
for
it
that.
die.
I was there.
Jake
there
goes,
when that
Jake
happened.
goes, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we got whipped cream, Lori.
He comes out like 10 minutes later to go to a smoke break and gives her like hell.
Well,
for
because
like 10
okay,
fucking
I
minutes.
try
love
to
Jake.
avoid embarrassing situations at all costs. So I honestly like can't think of something like mega embarrassing enough for me to remember.
Honestly,
or, like,
me either.
In your life ever?
I can't immediately think of it.
I stopped having
Yeah.
shame when I started hanging out with you guys.
I don't get
Yeah.
embarrassed that easy.
That's true.
Yeah.
I say.
So
I don't
Drew,
get embarrassed.
you were born.
On the leaderboard, that was like you just pressed
1992.
AAA and it was like on number 10
Three.
on the arcade cabinet.
Didn't even hit 10.
Leaderboard.
They didn't ask you to put letters in.
His is AAA.
So you want to start from the birth, or do you want to kind of lead up to
I don't
it?
have any embarrassing stories, but one time I walked in on my mom sucking my stepdad's dick.
Yeah!
Nice.
You just told that story while I was looking at your penis. Or trying
Not
to.
much.
Not much. The
Is there-
the
is it
wall, the
showing?
chestnut.
Are you dicks up or dicks down?
I don't know what that means. It's like an acorn glued to my
Is he
pelvis.
down? Are you down for dick? Is what
kind of
he's
like a
asking.
dude.
Does your dick face up or does it face
Yeah.
down?
It
Dicks
literally
up or
just
dicks
faces
down?
out because it's stuck between fupa and pubes. It's just
Oh.
like,
So the pubes are like wire.
yeah, they're very wiry.
It's fucking.
It's like a
gross.
stray dog.
Fucking gross.
Pause the fucking podcast. Did you say fupa?
Fupa.
Fupa. The
You got
fupa.
her upper penis hair.
Fupa.
The super
The soccer
fupa.
tournament.
That front butt.
Fika.
The super fupa. You got that front butt. Come on.
I kind of, if I wanted my penis to be a penis,
Stop
I'd
playing with it.
stretch
You're getting it
out.
hard.
I lose 5 years after
No, I'm
every
just, like,
podcast we
loosening it.
do.
Dude, he's a
He's
grower.
he's trying to make it bigger for us, like we haven't seen the fucking thing.
Dude, he's a grower, not a shower. I totally dig it.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude, it's
No, he's
definitely
neither.
just
He's
nothing.
neither.
It's sounding like a light switch.
Yeah, dude.
Same. I've actually been.
He's hung like
someone
one of
has
those
actually said that
turns.
about me.
He's hung
before,
like one of
so-
those light dimmers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's hung like a light dimmer.
No, seriously, I've been told.
Oh,
that
you know
someone
what?
said that
Speaking
about
of my
me.
penis, I do have an embarrassing story.
Okay.
So I was trying to fuck this whore when I was 15. I did succeed.
Yes.
But at the time, I had not succeeded yet. I pull out my dick to try to have sex with this woman, and she says it's cute.
I got told mine was handsome one time. I don't even know how to fucking take that.
See, all
I
the
banged a girl in the
What kinda
parking lot
cute?
at the green.
Like
See-
Justin Bieber cute, little bunny cute. What kind of cute? we
Hey,
talking?
Justin Bieber's got a huge dick.
Like
He
45
does.
degrees
He has
cute?
a big
I
dick.
cannot find those pictures. I was talking to my
Dude.
You can't
boss
find
the
those
other
pictures? I just saw them the other day.
I was talking to my boss the other day, and I was like, "Dude, you guys see Justin Bieber's dick?"
fucking massive.
It is really big.
Yeah.
I really hate that he's like a fucking asshole of a person, and yet he's blessed with a big dick. Fuck
Hey,
that.
fuck it, that's
Oh,
how
yeah,
Fame,
dude, gravity's
and everyone-
against
If I had a
it.
big
Yeah.
dick, I'd be an
Everybody
asshole.
hates him.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Dude,
what
yeah.
Travis is.
Everyone, any woman I've
Travis
ever
have
had
a
sex
large
with,
dong?
like, always said it after
nice
the
and
fact,
big.
and I usually probably didn't hear it. But the one time I did, and I was like, fuck her. She's lying. She wasn't, but fuck it.
God damn, look at that fucking schlong.
For a minute, I thought that was like a Yeti picture. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, I saw that and I
The way
realized
he's standing
hang down.
the Beebs is uncircumcised.
This thing is bigger
That's
than all of
awesome.
ours. Even Lori's.
He's got an
I
anteater
miss my
dick.
foreskin.
I'm just so focused on what the fuck is with his hair.
He bleached it like a
It
fucking
looks
year
like-
ago.
Have you seen
Oh,
the
yeah,
meme
he
where
bleached
it's
it
him
like
and he's
everyone
and
else
it says
did.
like Eminem,
Dear
I wrote
Slim,
you, yeah,
I
Dear
wrote
Slim.
you to never
I
go
was
back.
about to say,
Damn, look at that thing. It's got some girth to it.
it looked
Yeah,
like he
I
tried
don't
going
think it's
Super Saiyan, and only
circumcised
part of it
either.
went to
Yeah,
his
it's
hair, and the other part went to
That's
his
a
dick.
thick fucking.
I think
God
the
damn.
other one,
Big
like,
dick,
roams
man.
the plains until it
for
finds an anthole
Looks
and
like,
starts
it looks like
feasting.
a kielbasa.
It does have some fucking girth to it.
Yeah.
Jesus
Dude, that
Christ.
thing
It's not
It's,
weird.
probably, it's not
It's
even hard
huge.
either. You know that.
Yeah,
Thing's
I have
probably
a
gets.
slight boner from it.
It looks like
Looks
Drowsy's
like that
nose.
tall boy over
Drowsy's
there.
nose. Oh yeah, the eggplant one. I saw that the other day.
What the
That's funny as
fuck?
That's exactly what the motherfucker is.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks like a fucking elephant nose and Drowsy nose.
Oh,
Dude, your pussy's gonna
It
be looking like a
fucking
plant
is
base when
eating
he's
ants
done.
left and
Motherfucker
right.
looks like Alf's face.
Arthur ain't got shit on that wiener.
I was talking about mine.
Your pussy.
My butt pussy.
Your
My
boy
butt
pussy.
pussy.
My bussy. So.
Your doo-doo puss.
I guess we'll go to.
That's where I keep my. That's where I keep my tall boys when I'm not drinking them.
Wait, you don't have
Just
any
show 'em on my-
embarrassing stories?
I really don't. Like I can't think of anything.
Nick,
Have you no
I really
shame?
we,
I really can't think of
yeah,
How
it's
about
kind of
this
what
sad
I don't
story?
get embarrassed.
plenty of embarrassing things happen. We just don't take them as
anything.
embarrassing.
Like yeah, we just kind of.
I got a few real quick.
But I guess now because of Sam's story, mine is like a two-parter.
oh okay,
I'm gonna like stand outside for a second to clear the air because I have to pee really bad.
okay,
Anyway,
that's cool.
so- yeah, I don't have anything. Like I can't think of
This
it.
Alright,
is
how
the
about-
intermission.
Other than the fact that I shit a lot,
Settle.
like, that's not embarrassing though. I have fucking disease. Fucking shit all day.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
for Marian's.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Marian's
okay.
and pancakes last night fucking killed me.
Well, yeah, that's not a good
Yeah,
combination.
fuck you.
I actually.
Oh, fuck you! Damn.
You're the
alright.
one. You're the one who's chicken fingers, butter, and pancake mix. Fucking.
Did it hurt my tum tum?
Yes, it did.
It hurt my tum tum.
No, speaking of Tum Tum hurts, I actually had a half a pot of spaghetti last night.
So you shat all day today.
No,
Spaghetti don't give me the shit.
No, like it came out like half digested last night. Like it looked like it was just fucking worms coming
I'm
out
not
of me.
kidding. I'm
was
not
gross.
kidding.
I don't look at my poop. I don't.
This is 100% serious. I shat in it.
All things pass into the night, and I said, "Oh no, sir."
Oh, I thought it was gonna be tucked.
Oh no, sir. Goodbye.
Oh, this is happening.
Not, no, put it away.
flying over you.
feel bad for Lori, you have to be closer.
For those of you that can't see,
I can't
Drew's
relate
cock
to it, I
dick
don't
is
care.
out, and
Which one of them can't see?
I do that in horses.
it looks like a fanny pack.
Oh, dude, does he got that Hank Hill ass going? Because that's what happens when he clenches
Yeah.
his butt cheeks like that.
His what is it? What did he call it? Like
Yeah, I'm right here.
decreased glutes?
Crease glutes.
So, Lloyd.
I don't know
Hi.
what it was.
Alright, yeah, we're done.
Please make
You ain't getting salt out of that.
There's just things happening on this podcast that
Wrong mic.
The other mic.
Other
mic.
Other one you
mic.
putts. Other one you
No, don't tell him. Don't say it.
The red light's on. The red light's on.
Okay.
It's not on.
Alright,
So-
is this my story now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Enter
Okay.
Rosie.
I have one story, and now
Enter.
after hearing like Sam's story, I have another story about a time. It was actually kind of around in this neighborhood area, and it's really honestly I think that's more embarrassing than like when like the story I'm about to tell. Even and that was the one that everyone was saying was gonna take the cake, I guess. So first story is I was in 3rd grade, and at the point in time I was very immature. And I always, whenever I farted, I like to like count down like it was a rocket going off, like NASA. Like I would be like 3, 2, 1, and then. Well, I was in, I think it was like a reading class when I was in like 3rd grade, and I had a seat next to a girl I was crushing on really hard.
Oh god.
Like I won't say her name, but everyone here probably knows her. She dated Ronnie.
No.
But
If you want to know, ask him later.
I was sitting there and I did the same thing, but it was like this other kid was next to me, and I was like 3, 2, 1, and what I thought was going to be a big honking fart, which for some reason, I don't know why I didn't realize that, like, even though I wasn't looking at her, she would hear something like that. Well, it wasn't a fart, and it was fairly silent.
No,
But
man.
it ended up being, like, not a shart, not, like, a little drip. It was a full-on, like, liquid, not, like, half liquid, half full. Like, you know, like, sometimes when you poop, and, like, the liquid comes first, and then, like, the turd comes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. And I'm, like, sitting there. And I instantly was like, normally I would laugh, and I went like from that to like stone, white, pale.
You can see when
face.
the face that you make when you shit.
There's
And
a
then-
face of.
that was
face of death.
It was like the most I'd ever worked on my schoolwork ever. I was like, fuck. I need to like make time pass so I can go to the bathroom. So I'm just sitting there. I got a nail on those papers because I was real intent on just acting like I was working on them.
Shit yourself
Like
while
nothing
better
happened,
grades.
acting like nothing happened. And then she was sitting right next to me, and she was like, she's like, what is that smell? And like, there was a kid in our class, and he was a big kid. I'll say his name later, and his initials are like, if anyone can guess. We'll say his first two letters are N-I, and the last two letters of his last name are. But he was a big kid, and she said that, and I like, without hesitation, I was like, I don't know, like that Nick kid like smells all the time. I don't know what it is. Like, I think it's him. Like it's
You fucking passed the
it's
fuck,
fucking
dude,
gross.
you
And
ass.
she bought it.
She
the
bought-
whole damn time. Like
Oh,
the funny thing
what?
is, after the story, I get closure 10 years later on this with her because she was dating my friend, like actual full relationship with him, like not dumb whatever. And she was like, oh, wow, oh. And then class ended, I ran to that bathroom, I took toilet paper, I was trying to wipe it whatever I can, but I still was just shitty in my underwear. And I had to go through the whole day in this shitty pants. Like, it was wet and stinky, and I had like gym class, and I had like, it was horrible. I couldn't enjoy anything.
It wasn't even the end of the day, it was the fucking beginning of the day,
Yes.
man.
It was awful.
I
I was
would have called my
horrified.
mom, like, Mom, bring me some fucking.
I didn't know any better. I was in like 3rd grade. I thought pretty much once I got dropped off
Nick,
of school, I was on my own.
You know not to fucking shit your pants
What
in
a
school,
fuck-
I
man.
didn't mean
What
to
a
shit my
mindset.
pants.
Up. Get the fuck out, kid.
It was like I thought well, school was like Lord of the Flies. Like when I was there was no help. I thought like pretty much it was me versus the world, and like I just had to do whatever to get by. And
Kids got tough out here, man.
the
Doing hard
sheer,
time and time out.
the sheer joy and relief when I got home, when I just took off those underwear and I fucking threw them away, and my mom asked me like a week later what happened to them, and I said I don't know. But like
She
the
knew.
joy
That's why she
when
was
I took
asking.
them off and I got in that shower was amazing. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
still like it was like months and years, but like that fucked me up. I felt so horrible about myself.
Change the man.
It was awful because the only time before that I was in like preschool and I like shit my pants and it was like a solid clump, so they just pretty much just took my underwear outside and just put it out there and they were clean again and I was fine. And
Oh
the
my
thing is
God.
on that story is 10 years later, I guess it's somewhere like that, 2001, we'll say like 9, 10, 11 years later, whatever the time, versus like 2014, she was over at my friend Ronnie's house because they had been dating for like a few years.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how it got brought up. I was talking to Ronnie about it, and she's like, wait, are you talking about that day, like, it smelled real bad in the class? I was like, no. And then I was
You're
like,
still covering it up.
I was like,
To
I
this
was,
day, Nick. To
no,
this
I
day.
actually did tell her. I was like, well, actually, I was like, who gives a shit? Yeah, I actually, that day, I had never told anyone until now, really. I said I shit my pants, and I lied and said it was Nick. Nick Blankman.
Oh, you fuck! You fuck!
And she was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah." I like thought I had to fart, and I completely just full
Hold
on
on.
like shit my pants.
Hold on.
And we laughed about it.
He's fine.
So
Quit
it
your
came like
bitching.
full circle, and she eventually found out. And she like laughed because she's like, "I don't blame you for blaming him because everyone would have blamed him." It was so believable. But for 10 years, she had no clue.
I'm out of laughs. It's only
Do
cough
you think
now.
she ever thought about it throughout the years?
No, I don't think so.
What if other Nick actually shit his pants?
I may have ruined that kid's fucking school career at that point because everyone thought he like shit his pants or
He
something
was
like that. Or that
really
he smelled.
pissy always in band, and it may just be because, man, everyone knows me as the kid
Everyone
who
thinks
shits
they shit
Yeah,
my
no,
pants.
that
He
might
was
have been.
always in a bad fucking mood.
What if
Now I
I
know
did
He'll
why.
that?
kill himself one of these days. It's gonna be your
What
fault.
if both of you had shit your pants in that class?
He's
Oh,
like,
that
how
would
did
be
he
good.
know?
Like, that might have been my fault. That I might have ruined his day. By the way, bleep that name out. I don't want because if I
I got you covered.
he's
It's okay.
into like gaming culture and podcast shit, and I don't want her to like listen to this. And
Hey man, I heard
Hear
your
that
podcast.
I-
You
Probably knows exactly who you're
Did I hear my
talking
name?
Oh, yeah,
Did
this is
I hear my name? Did I?
granted, it's not like he's gonna come to my house.
Am I gonna
anyway,
get
'cause
royalties?
He doesn't leave his house, but
He's
the
gonna come over
second
and take a
story
shit on you.
is I remember,
You shit your pants.
and this is weird. I think I was like 16, and it's kind of like Sam's story a little bit, but it was where I was like sucking on a titty, like a boobie,
yeah.
a nipple, an areola.
The area, the
sipping
areola,
on
Your
mama's
breast.
milk.
the breast.
The breasticle?
But I was like 16, and it was right around here. It was in off Alex's Street, it was whatever. But this girl,
This towns are the same.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this because I would hope you maybe edit out what I say. Like, anyone know who she
Nope.
is? The redhead, weird. Good. Let's still bleep that name
But
out.
we're gonna tag her when we
Not the
post it on
show.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
the show. But, like, she was like I think like 22.
Did she shit her pants?
Oh, you got a grown girl titty.
Something
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
time.
got
Shit.
a
grown
I can't remember
girl
what it was,
titty.
You got
but, like,
sugar mama.
I
That
can't
bitch
remember
done rubbed
where,
all
like,
that shit in chicken shit.
We had like got back in contact. She used to go to Wilson Park Pool,
Weird southern.
and
Oh, yeah.
we got back in contact. She's like, "You should come over and hang out." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Oh,
Like, whatever.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, girl, you got some grown girl
Well,
nipples.
I probably, even though
get
I was
licked.
too dumb to do anything because I was like 16, I was like, ugh. But like I could have probably gotten like laid. But like I was like probably I would say the first bare titty I'd ever felt in my life.
Oh, yeah.
But like it started off and she was like, she ordered us pizza. I was like, oh, I'm not that hungry because I didn't like Donatos and shit like that at the time. Granted, now I'll eat fucking whatever. And I actually like Donatos a lot, not because of
we're gonna
that.
talk about the
But-
pizza. That's fine.
It's a very important thing.
But I was like, I'm not that hungry, blah 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 blah, and it's just what she said at one point, and
Was
I'll
it
lead up to
extra
that.
pepperoni?
That just sent
Extra sauce.
shivers down my spine. I was like, oh, and my stomach turned to the inside. How embarrassing that was. Halfway embarrassing on her part and my part because she was trying to fuck a 16-year-old when she was like 22. But fuck it.
Literally.
It's legal
But like
now.
we're watching like I think it was like 28 weeks later, and I was all soaked on
Good
it.
fucking movie.
And then like she starts like tickling me and shit. I'm like, oh, and I start tickling, and then it turns into us like whatever, making out, whatever. And then we're on the floor, and she's like kind of like dry humping me or whatever. And then like I get on the couch and I lift her shirt, and I'm feeling her boobies and stuff. And I go and I start like
You're feeling the boob.
licking her like nipple and like sucking on her titty and shit like that. And this is the thing she said, because like granted, mind you, I'm like 16 and stupid. So I mean, it was like grandma's boy. It was like for 11 hours. It wasn't like that long, but in general, I would kind of spend a little time there because I didn't spend any time anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know any better. Which now in hindsight, I should have. Because I mean, she was like, I could have went back and my buddy Josh. He wasn't my buddy. He was you remember Josh? Bleep that name out.
I'm bleeping so many names out, Nick.
Yeah.
I don't have any bleeps
It
in
was
my
that
fucking
she's
arsenal,
lived with
man.
him. We could have gone back in their room and I could have ruined his bed. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't know any better. But what she said when I was doing that, it's still to this day, like I don't even like telling this story. It like horrifies me. She's like, "Oh, I thought you said you weren't hungry." Like when I was like, I was really like, "Oh my god." I was like,
16-year-old Nick is like, oh no, I'm so
Dude, I
fucking
would
out.
have bit that
I'm
nipple
sure,
off.
I'm sure it's why it took like another year for me to finally like lose my virginity because I was just
Bone down,
horrified.
walk out.
I was like, oh.
I thought you
And then
were
that was the
hungry.
point. Like the whole night, I was ignoring my mom calling me, like being like, "Where are you at?" And I ignored all those calls, and I was instant like,
Mom,
"I'm
sucking on
walking
some
home.
titter."
I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take the tongue lashing my mom's gonna give me where she's yelling at me, and fuck this. And I never talked to her ever again. Well, I ran into her a few times, but it was whatever.
Hey, how's that nipple coming?
Yeah.
Feel tender? All right.
Oh, I actually just ate, so I am actually like I'm filled up. I'm not hungry. Promise.
But that was where, yeah, I like told her earlier in the day. I
Oh,
was
is
like,
this
trying to
kosher?
order
I'm
pizza. And I was
Jewish.
like, oh, I'm not that hungry. She's like, oh, why? There's a whole half pizza. I was like, oh, I'm not that hungry. And then, right as it was going down, it was like, oh, I thought you weren't hungry. And I was like, ah! Why? Why would you say that? I'm so disgusted and horrified.
You said that's
Because
your
you're
first
16,
titty
like-
too.
Because you're 16.
Oh, I didn't say that. That's just how I was on the inside.
Because you're
I was like,
16,
oh!
and
Did you-
22-year-old girls are really bad at sex talk. That's
Yeah.
why.
No, I can imagine you just like sucking on the titty and like the fucking TV in the background, and all of a sudden, like when she says that, your eyes just fucking flick wide open, and you're like, and just stop.
I do remember.
Your pants go down, your eyes go
Well, hey,
up,
look
and
on
you
the bright
walk
side.
out.
At least she didn't like
I-
move his head off her nipple and go like, no.
Oh, dude, yeah, she was like totally. I was like, it was surprising I get into it. That's like that was the point where I learned it's not entirely about penetration as far as like getting people off. I was
Oh,
like,
no,
yeah.
dude, it's all about the penetration. You
Oh,
get
like-
yourself off. Fuck
But I
her.
tell you what was kind of, you know what I thought was kind of fucking
Dad!
cool about that, which now if that happened to me now, I'd be like, whatever, it doesn't matter. But
Hey,
like,
my
Key
fault.
to a
Like,
long-standing marriage.
16-year-old Nick, you know what was fucking dope? Like when it got down to like she put a pillow on the floor and like it was pretty much where we were getting down to like getting to it, and she was like kind of dry humping me. That cool sniper scene from 28 Weeks Later was playing, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah!
Real story, I have fucked a girl to Adventure Time. I've actually fucked a bunch of girls to Adventure Time.
I don't believe you fucked a bunch
Fight
of girls.
Club.
Actually, this is gonna
More than
sound unbelievable, but like,
Hardly.
it's gonna be. You could probably make the joke like W Network and chill. But the last girl like I had sex with, I actually, because like it was like I didn't think because she like the first few times we hang out, she was like, oh no, and it was like this time for some reason the chance. So I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think I was gonna get any. But I put on just WWE Network because I fall asleep to like
God
TV, and
damn
it was
it.
the Stone Cold documentary, and I ended up getting a little hanky panky during the Stone Cold documentary. A couple times, every time through, I would hear like Stone Cold's like best quotes, where he's like, "I don't give a shit. I'll take things as I whipped your ass," and I like halfway through, I just laugh and then like continue what I was doing. Like, it was awesome.
In high school, I dated a girl. She was a senior, and I was a freshman or sophomore, whatever. And we were getting down to it. I guess we were about to make the frux.
The frog.
And she fucking was taking off her bra, and she's like, "Surprise!" Alright.
Surprise!
Girls are really bad at sex talk. Like
That
I'm bad at it too. Like I'm not gonna be
Yeah, I'm
like
not
one time I was
great.
I
fucking
don't
a girl.
try.
Like one time I was banging this girl off a Tinder not too long ago, and I was like, "Yeah, you like that, you don't you filthy whore?" She was like, "What?" I was like, "Fuck it." Like
I remember like when I lost my
I imagine
virginity.
this was at the old house.
yeah,
The girl,
Yeah.
Not the old house.
you
Like,
two,
Ah.
well, I guess you three, you and you will know her more than anything. But like the girl I lost my virginity to was fairly a known person around my neighborhood, and kind of like, her news
Is it
got
your
spread
baby
around.
mama?
No. And her news got spread around, and she kind of tried to get like the law involved, and then she ended up getting more trouble than like anybody else. She, like, tried to
Oh, like
figure
every
out.
girl.
The initials are B and let's
Just
say
say it, 'cause we're gonna
late.
No, god
There's
damn
so
it.
many
I won't
bleeps
say
needed.
no.
Yeah, I don't want you to have to bleep it, but I'll tell you after this who it was. But like she, when I was in Virginia, I had like taken off her shirt and her bra, and the thing she said was like, I was kind of like in awe, like I was just looking at him, and then she was like, "Yeah, it doesn't matter. You probably have seen him already." And I was like, "Oh, come on!" Like in my head, I was like, "Oh, come on." Like, granted, yes, I had
Yeah.
because like the news got spread around.
Why
but
are
I
you
was
bringing
like,
up bullshit?
Why
Why are you bringing up
But like
bullshit?
it was just her saying that. I was like,
Wait a
"Oh,
minute."
come on."
Don't.
Don't.
We're done with this topic.
Don't.
Oh,
Say
I'm
it.
not gonna say it, but I think I know who it is.
dude, did you fuck to?
Stop
it!
Stop!
Fucking
Fucking it! Stop!
You lost it to her?
Yeah. Well, you guys were talking at the time, so it doesn't come too
Waffles,
clear.
you broke the fucking scale.
Yeah, I fucking peeped the shit because I'm pissed.
Yeah. But yeah. See, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you.
Oh yeah. She was fucking Charles at one point in time.
Oh, I remember.
Oh.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not good at this game. I'm not good at the knowing people game.
But yeah.
No, but fucking people
How
to
was
movies.
it?
I fucked a girl to Fight Club one time, and we literally just stopped just to watch Fight Club for like 5 minutes. And be like,
the
As-
city's
as
flying
a
apart.
should.
mid thrust, I was like, "This is a good part of the movie."
Let me just hold it in here for a
She's
second.
like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Watch this shit."
It's supposed to have been
Yeah.
recent.
Hey, can you marinate
Like
this
a
for
year?
a second?
I was like,
Marinade.
A year ago.
Let's just marinate for like an hour.
hold on one
man,
second. Hold on. That's a
hungry.
really good part of Fight Club. You need to
Oh.
shut up for a second.
Hold on. Larry,
What?
do you have any stories to contribute to this?
Yeah, I guess we're talking about awkward sex stories.
Well,
yeah.
I was gonna say that I had sex during Adventureland. That was like the first time I'd ever seen it, and like I kind of stopped to watch it. Like I was like watching it.
Oh, you know what? I don't have an embarrassing story,
It's a
but
good
this
movie.
I didn't-
Most of what I saw.
I don't consider this embarrassing, but it probably is to some people who like have no fucking have feelings and shit. Anyway, so
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Chill, bud.
I was living at an old house. I was living down in Dayton, and I just bought Eyes Wide Shut, the Stanley Kubrick film, which if nobody's seen it, which I'm sure like half of you haven't.
I don't watch movies.
Anyway, it's about a sex cult. It's about the Illuminati.
That's a Bury Your Dead song too.
Hey!
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
scratching
with a
my
bunch of other
balls.
Tom
Throw
Cruise movies.
that.
Yeah.
Stop. Anyway, so I come home and I take off my clothes, and I live with a girl roommate that she was always gone. So I take off my clothes. I'm in my boxers, and I'm watching this movie. So I watch the movie all the way through, and then I fall asleep. Well, the movie I didn't know was on like one of those cycle things where it just goes
Yeah,
over and
like
over again.
the Resident Evil 2 DVD.
Yeah,
I used to
it
do
just
that
repeats
because
over and over and over again.
the end of Heartache was on the credits, and I used to do that all the time just to hear that song.
So anyway, it was over and over and over again, and I fell asleep, and I kept hearing the music that it plays during the sex call scene, which is like this weird Hindu like music thing. So I keep waking up to this, and I'm like, okay, whatever, just leave it going. It's helping me sleep. Well, roommate comes home at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I am butt naked, basically, just in my fucking like tight boxers with that fucking sex cult scene on, and she's just like,
Yes.
Next morning, she's like, yeah, I don't know what you were watching, but that was a little fucking weird.
Weird for her.
That was
Yeah, weird
masturbating
for
on
this
the
bitch.
ram.
Yeah.
We had a rat room. A room with rats and trash only.
Yeah, it was a trash room. Like, actually, like in that part of Dayton, you have to pay completely separate bill for your trash. For
So
them
we
to
made a
come pick
trash
it up.
room.
So the whole back room that our landlord was building, she was just like, "Oh, look at trash bags." Like literally up this high, like ridiculous.
We made some
Are you
kid clean
fucking
out.
shitting me?
No, we're serious.
It's
This place,
rat room.
yeah,
Sam.
and there was rats in there because it was like
yeah.
half outside.
He
And then there was
eats
that
my
fucking, there was that snuff dungeon.
Snuff dungeon.
I love the snuff
Give me-
dungeon.
that's
Which
another
the house I'm
flashback
looking at
song.
has a snuff dungeon.
Another flashback is on.
Snuff dungeon.
The deep
Sorry,
web.
just no
They're my
snuff dungeon.
fucking ideas.
Dude, I'll tell you what, like, I'd say, yeah, because I've made a lot of girls, like, that I've had come over watch a lot of weird movies that I like.
Dude, if I bang
I
a girl
could-
to Eyes Wide Shut, I'm gonna be in heaven. I banged a girl to American Psycho.
Sure.
Yeah, I can
Your
pretty
girlfriend right
much
now?
say a lot of the movies I had, like,
It's a
sex
great
to.
movie.
What?
And some of them are
American
typical,
Psycho.
and some of them are you're like, what?
Oh, American Psycho.
Like,
you have to bang at the part where Christian
would
Bale
say-
banged the 2 chicks. I'm like,
Regular show,
I did it too.
American Beauty, Dick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
I don't like that
Um,
movie.
Scott
Taking over
Pilgrim a
different
bunch of
places is
times.
fantastic.
Oh
Um,
yes.
WWE, like, top matches of 2013.
Specifically,
so
top
casually.
matches of 2013.
You're just the old standard.
Nothing gets me better than watching
The
WWE.
Notebook, like, once.
Gay.
Which is
Gay.
obvious. That's a
Dragon
probably
Ball
the
Z.
obvious one. Driver, and yeah, it was Tree of Might. I was making one of them watch.
I got
and
that.
then
Making that
Night
tree
Sex.
grow.
Considering I've only ever had sex
Yeah.
with 2 people, I don't have embarrassing sex stories.
I've only had
That's
sex
why
with,
I've
I'd say,
stayed
I think
quiet
it's
this
7.
entire
Oh, okay, okay.
I've only had sex with like
The,
7.
the only
2
embarrassing
people.
sex story is the one recent.
Regular show was
2
one.
20 people.
One time to Flash animation stuff I was trying to show through the YouTube app.
I've had sex with radio shows. Yeah.
And
The
then,
girl
yeah,
was like, I can't believe you watch this shit. And I was like, bitch, get off.
yeah,
Get off!
Yeah, and then like I said, once to like a Stone Cold like
I
documentary.
feel like you say that every time you have sex. Bitch, get off.
Yeah, I'm done.
I command you.
Dude, it only takes me 2.5 minutes. Get off.
Get off.
The super moment of triumph was The Crow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was one time.
I want to fuck a girl to City of Angels.
I can't remember all
Superbad.
the movies I've had sex.
Netflix
I
and
don't
chill.
usually watch
Ghost in the
this.
Shell
Nothing
and
but
Akira was
Netflix
one
and
time.
chill.
Yes.
I couldn't do that because I love Akita.
Yeah, but Ghost
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Shell because the major.
The titties get me off before I.
Oh
even
yeah,
go
the
on it.
major.
Yeah.
No, because I remember Nick mentioning before that the fucking almost rape scene in Akira, where the girl gets her shirt
Oh,
titties
yeah!
ripped open
When I was
and then
like-
punched in the face, and
Yeah,
Nick's
I was
like,
like-
yeah.
I was like 10 years old, and it was like the first time I was like, oh my god, what?
What?
Like the only time before that, I had like yeah, I
Actually,
pages
another-
out of like manga from like Tenchi Muyo and like Dragon Ball. And
Tenchi
stuff,
Muyo
stuff.
got me like awkward boners as a kid, but the one scene that I actually used to like get really hard to was in the Animatrix when they beat up that female cyborg and they rip off her shirt and her titties are hanging. They just hit her with a bat and her head falls off. I'm like, yeah.
Fucking smacking his dick like an orangutan.
15-year-old me's like, hit it again, press replay.
Oh, yeah.
I also used to go.
I don't know why I just come up and hit her with a bat. I was like,
No, like, dude, they gotta take
whoa!
a fucking sledgehammer, like, dang you, bitch! Like,
But yeah,
another
it's like-
another thing I used to do is I used to go to the library and get the Cowboy Bebop DVDs, and I used to pause it on Faye Valentine's
Yes.
tits, and my
Yes.
DVD player could zoom, so I was just like,
Oh,
Mom's gonna be home in
dude!
2 hours.
That was exactly like me. 4-year-old virgin had outtakes, and it was one of like the news reporter like
Oh,
having like pretty much having an orgasm on screen, like topless. Dude,
Oh.
that was like when I first started like masturbating really.
Mm.
And dude, I had a DVD in my DVD player nonstop,
So-
queued to where I could just play that
Okay.
deleted scene.
Okay, so for me, it wasn't necessarily any nudity, but it was during Fully Cooley. when they come home from the baseball practice and the dad is giving the girl the massage and she's making those sex moan sounds.
That got you off? God, you were fucking weird with foreplay.
I've jerked off while listening to Paramore once because that same reason. So you're not allowed.
Is it when she's doing the high?
Yeah.
Is it when she's doing the
like
high
I got
parts?
in the shower and I turn on Paramore on Spotify and I was like,
Yeah.
Dude, OTEP gets me on.
Yes! Blood pimp!
No, I'm talking like the newer stuff where she's like,
So I know exactly what you're
Dude,
talking about,
fucking.
or In This Moment's new shit.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Lacuna Coil.
Oh, dude. She's dating Jim. She's dating Jim Root. Dude, that riff's heavy as fuck.
Oh, hey. So, anyways, fuck it to music. I'm gonna start that off with.
I think someone you know to Behemoth. We'll get to it.
First initial starts with a fuck, last initial's U.
Those aren't letters,
She's a lesbian now.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I turned that switch.
This podcast is consistent of pornography and talking shit about people that we know.
Well, anyway.
She fucked me. She's like,
The only
"Don't
people
talk
who
that
are
bad."
going to listen to this are people that we know.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody be like, I know who the fuck that is.
Didn't you see
I know
her
who the
mom
fuck that
or
is.
Didn't you see her mom at like body jewel? Like,
Yes, that was
fucking
awkward as fuck.
Okay, so we're at the mall. Said person's mom walks into Body Jewel when Drew's in there by himself, and I'm at Snack Shack. I was like, I'll be there in a minute, and I come out, and he's like walking beeline for me. He's like, we gotta go. I'm like, what's
Dude,
going on?
you
He's
know
like,
why?
he's like, her fucking mom's down there, man. It's fucking
Dude, because
weird.
Cody hit on her and shit. Like, it's really awkward.
Anyway,
She's like, how old are you?
I've
Like,
never
"How old
had
do you want me
sex
to
to
be?"
music though.
The only
Never
time
had
I've
sex
ever
to
had music
I haven't
playing was
either.
the first time, and it'll always stick in my
I
head.
like to hear the
'cause
heavy breathing and the panic. So.
she
Yeah,
had
same
the
here,
lyrics,
but
she had the lyrics written on her mirror.
I'm waiting for you to shake my hand at any point.
That's not
Yeah, the only time I had sex music was the
Be like
first time, and she
Waffles.
had like the lyrics written on her mirror. It was like that. It was a rap song. It was like that. Ink my whole body. I don't give a motherfucker. So playing
what?
nonstop on repeat.
What is this? What
What?
song is that?
Some bitch.
I don't know, some rap song. I can't. It was
You know what I used to do
Is it like
in
my whole
middle
body? I
school?
don't give a
7th
fuck.
grade, fucking End of Heartache had just come out,
yeah.
and I got it for Christmas, and I was like, the only thing I wanted for Christmas was like, Mom, I want this kill switch album, it's fucking rad. So I got it, and I copied the lyrics to Rose of Sharon, and was like, hand them out to girls, like, hey girl, I wrote this about you, but I like changed the name
Oh,
of Sharon
God
to their
fucking
name.
damn it,
Dude, it worked! It worked!
You told me this.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, you're so deep, oh my god. Got a bunch of finger banging going on in the back behind the fucking
Yeah, I remember
Vance
I had
building, like, oh, what's
There
up,
was a
girl?
girlfriend I had in
God.
not high school, but middle school. I remember I started dating her, and then some dude, like, we were walking home from middle school. Well, I guess I was walking to my buddy's house.
Shout out to
And he
Howard
was sitting
Jones,
there
get me
saying,
laid.
like, one of my buddies who, like, I guess had known her from my Iceberg said, like, she gave out handjobs like no other. And I was like, what? And then,
What?
like, the basis of that relationship from that point, because, A, I was, like, 13, 14.
I feel like I
was just
remember this.
Handjobs.
Do you remember
all
the
time.
one hand job story from middle school?
Oh, yeah! When he got suspended and then he had to, like, quit the wrestling team?
Yes! What? Who? What?
I remember that. It was a really short kid and a tall black girl. You know who the dude is.
Yeah, he's hung like a fucking horse.
He wore a Darth Vader mask during our Saturday reunion show and was on stage nonstop the whole time.
Initials are
Yeah.
Oh!
you batshit crazy.
Oh, God!
He
Oh,
got-
I know this story!
Thinks he's a Super Saiyan.
He got
Yeah.
caught.
Okay, now you just might as well just say his fucking name.
No.
Oh, shut up.
You know he's gonna listen to this. Oh, it's a Gen Cast. Oh.
Gen Cast.
When are they gonna talk about periphery?
It's the Jizz Cast. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember there was one time.
That was like 7th grade.
I remember middle school. This one dude. His name was Mike. You don't gotta bleep that because I just said his first name. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I know who
He
you're
was.
What's his last
He
name?
was spanking it in class real hard, like under
Why?
his hoodie. Like he had a hole in his hoodie.
Why?
And
Why the
he
fuck?
got
Why
caught.
would you spank at a place of learn?
And he got caught because he
You
was
never have?
he was sitting next to this girl, and you know her.
In the
She was kind of the more
lecture
popular girls in my grade, and she overreacted. I guess not overreacted. I mean, he
Yeah,
was, like,
I think it's
masturbating
inappropriate.
next to her-
She could have
next
hit
to
him in
her.
the face with a
But like
bat.
he was like,
It was
I'm
something
sure from what I had
appropriate.
been told, he was just because like she turned, saw him, and she was like, "What are you
Wait,
doing?"
do I know the kid?
Oh yeah, you know both of them if I said
Really?
their name, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
she was
fine.
like, "What are you doing?" Like out loud, and then he was like, "Ah!"
got suspended because he masturbated in science class.
Well, it's so funny though because
Biology.
because the person that we were just talking about, that
Providing
news got around
specimens.
quick. Like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
fucking.
Oh, no,
You
we-
masturbate in
about
science class. I hope
Okay,
someone would
so
be
about-
like,
Well,
about-
it
hey.
gives you a handy too, like that.
About-
shit
It's
got
so
around.
weird because she was like a super tall, like, I mean, her head would probably bump the ceiling because I
Yeah,
could touch it with my
she
hands.
was so tall.
And Sean was like at the time super short and scrawny. I was so weird.
Speaking of him, so we have a funny story. So we know a friend who had sex with him, and we were like, and she's pregnant now. She works about it. We know who it is.
Oh, wait,
We'll
I
get back
know a
there.
girl
We'll
who
go
works there, so I mean, I think we all do. And I think she had
She
some
has-
controversy like 2 years ago
She's like
in the garage.
she's like the Corrigan. Yeah. Anyway, so anyway,
God,
she
we
was telling
can't
us
do
the-
any of. We can't put any of this out. This is just calling people out for all sorts of things. It's
Anyway.
this
We're
entire
bleeping out
cast
names.
is-
Anyway, who gives a
Fuck
fuck?
it.
This is good stuff, though.
Sam,
This is a
get to
fun
editing.
bleep everything.
It's not gonna go up anyway.
Add a fart noise every time you put a bleep.
Yeah. No, we gotta do the pinch harmonic from Metal Aqua. So anyway, so she was telling us, she's like, yeah, I totally banged him. And I was like, oh man, that dude's got like a huge dick. How was it? She's like, he doesn't know how to use it. He said in the middle
He
of
does
sex.
have a huge wiener.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking it's literally the size of that goddamn remote.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Him
huge.
and Justin are built the same.
Ow, you fucker!
Oh, him
He just
and
doesn't
black,
give a shit anymore.
small black kid.
He's
that's-
black,
Suck,
that doesn't
you
count.
suck,
Yeah.
Nick.
God, you're off.
Him and
Terrible at not naming people.
have the same body type. They have
Yo,
both have
this
huge
first
wieners.
name, last name guy was a fucking weirdo. He shit his pants and fucked dudes every day. He was fucking this other dude, first name, last name, and I fucking got off crazy. It was
Hey man, did you ever
absurd.
hear about first name, middle name, last name? Oh my god.
The third? I was fucking losing it.
Definitely, we're gonna have to bleep those in pinch harmonics.
But yeah.
Oh,
Man, I heard that new Zach Wild song y'all recorded.
Fuck, we said Zach Wild thing. We're gonna get sued.
Anyway, so like, she was saying they were having
you're gonna have
sex.
a lot of editing to do.
She said they were having sex.
How do we make this
and in the
funny?
middle-
Why does that work so well?
Let's go on.
Hey!
So in the middle of them having sex, like she said, yeah, he was asking me about like when McDonald's was open, or like his problem with McDonald's restaurant earlier, like
Jesus
just him banging, just be like, you know, they really fucked up my fries today. Like, I was like, man, if you got a fucking alien fucking foot for a goddamn penis, you might as well
An
fucking.
alien foot.
Did this
He
girl
really
have a
doesn't
certain
know
kind
how
of
to use it.
controversy in a garage?
Maybe. I don't know much about it.
That's what I'm
I don't
talking
give a shit.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I remember when I worked at LA, there was a girl.
Hey, careful with the chair.
Oh shit. She was talking about having sex, and she kind of like was like into me, but like tried not to be like act like she was into me, but acted like she was into me
Hard to
all
get.
the time. It was weird. No, it's not hard to get. It was like super easy to get, but at the same time was trying to play it all cool, but she was not really well at all. And she was telling me like, and this is like 2 years after the whole like the game thing was a thing.
We lost the game.
Did we just lose?
Yeah. And the thing is, I guess it was like, how to win the game is
Oh.
I win the game while having sex. And she just went ahead and like was just telling me this shit. And I'm like, she's like, so I won the game. I'm like, what? She's like, I won the game. I was like, isn't that like, that ended like forever ago. Who said the game to you? Like, I was like, it is like 2010. What are you talking about?
Man, that's when
And
the
she's
game was
like,
getting
I won the
good.
game.
You're
I was like-
roasting this bitch.
I was like, what do you mean you won the game? Because I didn't know that was like a thing. She's like, oh, you have to say I win the game when you have sex and you win. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I think that was somebody's really shitty attempt to
She
get
just
laid.
went on and told me about it.
I think
And
that's
then-
what that whole thing was.
And then later on that
Fuck
day, I was like boxing cakes and shit, and she was like, hey Nick. I was like, what? She's like, the game. I was like, what?
So she.
Why are you fucking with me?
Why you?
Bitch, leave me alone!
I was like,
Was she hot?
I'm
playing
trying-
your mind games.
I was sitting there thinking, like, I'm trying to get with every girl in here but you. What are you talking about?
The girl was like, hey,
I didn't
hey, by
say
the way,
that out
I've
loud.
had
That
sex.
was one thing I held back. But I'm like, what are you?
She's that one girl.
Why?
She's that one girl that had sex with you, and she made a Zanga about you. Think about that.
I would have laughed if she.
What?
Yeah, Zanga.
I would've-
She still has Zanga, let's be real.
She put like
She plays
from
the
first
game.
to last lyrics
I
on
would
there about me.
From first to last.
I would have
About
laughed
like
if,
hiding me in a closet and wearing my
From-
skin.
From fist to
Yeah.
ass.
What if she continued it with you from that point, and like she would sneak you cakes with the game written on them and
Dude,
icing?
she used to like slap my butt and grab my butt and shit. Like
She's
I
like,
like
hey,
dropped
a
her
banger or
She's
what?
like, no,
She's like,
fuck
hey,
no.
Was she ugly?
Yeah. Oh,
How
yeah.
about-
She's not too ugly.
She's like,
She's
hey,
fucking weird.
Hey, good cake game today, bro. So,
Yo, do make some good cakes.
I need a picture
Yeah, like,
of this.
I
Hey
feel
man, you
like
icing the
justify
shit out of those
I'd
cupcakes
be like
this morning.
putting bags in on these fucking cookies and shit, and I'd feel someone grab my juicy behind, and I was like, like,
Hey,
Let me
you
see that behind. You're saying it's juicy. You can't just claim
Yeah,
that shit and
yeah,
only see it.
display.
you can't see.
I don't
it.
need to see
have,
the. I don't need to see bare ass.
Why do you have 2 pairs of
Whoa!
underwear? That's not
That's
bad.
hairy.
There
That's
is
a hairy
ass. There
ass
is some.
crack.
There is some poop in there.
You need to learn to wipe or shave your butt
Oh,
You
with
have
one
such a
too.
hairy ass crack.
What a dude.
I have a tail.
That is pretty juicy though. I'm not gonna lie.
There is some shit.
That's
I
some
call it
juicy
my
dude
tail.
There are some sharticles in there
Dude,
for
they were
sure.
Articles.
I saw some. I saw
There's
some.
probably still remnants of that 3rd grade incident.
Yeah, maybe. Infused in my rectum.
Yeah. Well, never forget.
Anyway, yeah. Never forget. Never surrender. Poop is always your friend.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
I made
literally the
I
enemy.
made a
It's what we
stupid
decided
mistake
today.
Hold on.
drinking like all that beer and then that coffee. I
Okay.
gotta pee again.
Okay,
Go for it.
well, we're ending the podcast anyway, so.
What?
Are we?
Yeah, hour's up.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah, it's
I
been
thought we were doing an hour and a half.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore because it takes forever.
It takes an hour and a half.
Dude, an hour is too
No,
long.
Can I tell one more story?
No.
Yeah, wait.
Fine.
Hold that thought and just fill the air with nonsense while I pee.
All right,
so
so-
story.
So what you should no, don't stop that shit. Stop that shit. So when you edit this, you should go through and you should take a clip of me saying first name, last name, and put it over everybody's first name and last name.
There you
First
go.
name, last name.
So it's me screaming first name, last name,
Yeah.
and fucking asshole didn't close the door. It's me yelling first name, last time every time he fucking says someone's first name and last name.
I can actually probably do that. There's actually a plethora of different sound
Hurry
devices.
up!
Like, honestly,
You just clip
I
out
can
what he
probably-
said and you just plug me in.
I can honestly probably do like
Pissing on the
kid
ground.
meows like every
Oh,
time.
yeah,
it's
whatever.
Damn it, Nick.
Or that.
I didn't put that song in my head because you said like we were fondling in the dark, and I just imagined like Bruce Springsteen or like I guess in a Bizarro where like Bruce Springsteen I guess would be his name, and it was just him be like.
Close the door all the way.
You know what his name is? You know what his name is in that alternate universe? His name is Bruce Schlongstein.
Yeah. And he's singing the song would be fondling in the dark instead of dancing in the dark. And it wouldn't have like what's that girl from Friends? The black haired one?
Monica?
Nah. What's her actor's name?
Phoebe?
Something Cox.
Friends.
Yeah, Courtney Cox, yeah.
Courtney
She's
Cox.
in that video.
Dude, she got huge titties after Friends. Oh my god.
Remember Shannon Doherty did like Playboy? That's awesome.
Remember when,
Anyway.
Anyway, tell your fucking story.
Okay, so we've talked about masturbating in class, and then that made me remember an embarrassing story.
Oh,
that
did
I
you
was
get-
I'm not embarrassed about masturbating in class.
Oh,
I'm not embarrassed with that shit. I did that.
I spent
I'm a growing human being. This is a natural part of my life. Accept it.
I was just sly as
go to
fuck
the
about it. I didn't
bathroom.
get caught.
Hold those thoughts.
I have
I
jacked
have
off
one
in the school
question. It can be a
bathroom.
simple yes or no. So Sam can tell a story. But have any of you ever masturbated at work?
Yes. Oh, I did it like
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes.
No.
Actually,
you
no,
have? Yeah! It's awesome! Wait, it's... Man, Lori's been in the bathroom for a while. Oh my god! Oh my god!
A girl masturbated at work. That's awesome.
And it was actually just like a couple months ago.
God!
Yes.
Filthy woman.
I love you, Uncle. You to go.
See, I have like
Fucking
Spirit animal.
Larry.
I do it because I have my own individual bathroom that's only for like front office people. So like it's one toilet and a locked door.
No, I did it at my desk.
no, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't.
Hey, Lori, when are we gonna get that shipment in? Oh my god!
Fucking
I'm just so excited about this work shit I'm doing.
Yes.
You're so distasteful.
Hold on.
I'm so happy right now.
Oh, I was gonna take a picture of that.
High five! High five! Yes! I'm in love with you now. We're best friends.
Girls can be more discreet about it.
That's true. Unless you're like moaning and grinding, like that's so awesome. Yes.
No, she's on a business call.
I've
She's like, yeah,
told
we're
so
gonna
many
podcast
people
thumbnail. She's like, hey, we're gonna get those shipments out. Hold on, let me just readjust myself on my desk. Like,
I've told so many people that I masturbated at work, and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Especially, I would never expect a girl to do it. And
You
I'm
ready?
so happy. I am
Are you
no
ready
longer
for
the
where I
outlier.
masturbated at work?
Yeah.
on the plane.
No, actually, I've never masturbated at that job. I worked at a church for a year.
That's I've heard
Oh.
They had a back room.
It is expected out of you.
They had a bathroom at this church. I masturbated in the bathroom at a church.
You are
Exactly all I wanted. That's all that I wanted was
Lori.
masturbating at church and a girl masturbating at work. Yes.
It was work and a church.
Nick is so excited.
I jacked off at GE so many times.
Well, because like I was hanging out with Tony. I'm not gonna say his last name.
First name, last name.
He was sitting there like, "What is wrong with you? I have never thought about masturbating at work." I'm like,
Well, he's so.
You should think
innocent.
about it some more.
I have a private bathroom at work. Why wouldn't I? Well, actually, there was one time I was at work and that bathroom was under repair, so I had to go up to like the upper offices, like where the higher ups are.
Walking
And the
upstairs with a
bathroom they
boner.
have up there is straight up like a closet. Like you literally, the door is like your leg is touching the door when you're on the toilet. It's literally like 4x4. And I was in there. I turned the sink on, and all like the major bosses were there. I'm just cranking. I was cranking it. And I went back to work.
My
I
old,
didn't
my
wash
old
my
job.
hands.
My old job I used to work at. I was when I was doing the wiring engineering. The fucking up front office. One of the girls that worked up there was like this hot mixed Korean girl. The only attractive girl in the fucking building. And she's always walking around fucking yoga pants, and she's got like the little Monroe piercing.
And
I'm
what
like,
is it?
"Bro, you're pretty hot." But she was like stuck up and snooty, and I was like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna go jack off now. 3 times a week I did that for a month. Well, for a month.
Lord.
I was just
Anytime
into
I
it.
was on like the night shift, it was like it would hit 11. Cause I
Oh
had
no,
to
dude,
stay
this
over.
was day shift, broad daylight.
Oh, that was the one time the office was at. That was day shift, like first shift. Everyone was there. But, like for a while there, like I had to stay over for like a month, like 4 hours. So once it hit 11, where I had to stay over, I was like, well, I better recharge and refresh. So I just went to that bathroom.
Oh, the other
cranked it and went back to
other
work.
funny story about that place that has nothing at all to do with this, but one day there was this crazy lady that worked there, and she would fucking my first day there, somebody ate her like Pop-Tart, and she comes out and is yelling. She's like, "Which one of you motherfuckers ate my Pop-Tart? Which one of you assholes ate it?" She pointed at me like, "Who are you? I don't know you. Did you eat my Pop-Tart?" And I was like, "Why the fuck would I eat your Pop-Tart?"
Yeah,
bitch?"
Pop-Tarts are
Like,
fucking
I've had
gross.
toaster strudel. Why would I eat a Pop-Tart?
yeah, like I had fucking cereal this morning.
Pop-Tarts
So
are
I'm poor and
gross
sad and
So
I
anyway,
like Pop-Tarts.
so-
Thank you. I hate Pop-Tarts.
So do I.
dude, I love Pop-Tarts. Hot Fudge Sundae, go fuck yourself, freeze it.
Yellow
If,
I like the
if you
Oreo.
only got the middles of Pop-Tarts,
Yes.
like where everything is, not the stupid crust on the outside,
I might be a minor revolution.
I would be so stoked. It would
Yes.
make them 10 times better. You just put butter on that? Fuck.
Anyway, so
Oh.
Anyway, another funny story with that lady is that she also cleaned the bathrooms. One day she goes into the bathroom and she just goes out, runs out of the bathroom. She's like, "Who the fuck shit in the goddamn floor?" The women's bathroom. Like,
Dude, women are nasty.
and I was
with
just
toilets.
like, whatever. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but we were starting to fuck with her. We were like, man, it was like, Clay down there. He said Ben's bathroom was full, so we took a shit in that one. But he said, fuck that bitch, and like, I almost say nothing, but he said, watch this. So no, we found out that it was this fucking temp that they hired, big ass lady. She had like fucked up teeth too, and she was like mentally retarded or something. She like bumped it. She hit
easy.
I don't give a shit. Anyway, she hit like everybody's car. She hit like everybody's car, backing out. She was just like, "Oh, sorry about that. Drive off." Well, we starting to think that like maybe she had something wrong with her because like she left that day that the shit happened. Like literally, the shit hit the floor and she like walked out.
Shit hit the floor and she left.
But anyway, yeah, that job sucked. I left. What's your fucking story?
I've had clean shit at LA before.
Alright,
Oh,
so
we still haven't heard this story yet?
No.
I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
just
yeah, we
Nick asked
sidetracked.
if
Because
people
Nick and Nick felt
masturbated
like
at
they need
work.
to have the Nick and Nick at night moment.
I
Nick
thought.
and Night.
Dude, we should have a Nick at Night cast. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I seriously thought it was gonna be like just like a yes or no thing. And we just move on. That was my bad.
Drew is
No.
still mean mugging me for this.
This is the fucking...
I celebrate. I
This
want
dude
like.
licks assholes and want the dildo to stick up his own.
I want there to
ass.
be a national holiday to celebrate that a woman masturbated at work. Like that's awesome.
Dude.
Like I want a day off work because a woman masturbated at work. Like
at her desk.
yeah,
Happy finger banging Mondays.
moaning and groaning and.
Finger blast Friday.
I like to think that she like put her leg up like, hey, hold on.
No, one.
I'm
Okay,
just
we'll-
itchy. It
we'll
just
get on
itches
this
down
another
here.
time.
I
I
don't know what it
sit
is.
cross-legged in my chair at work.
She's sitting there just like double clicking both mouths.
Yeah, I was about to say clicking the
Double
mouse.
click.
Hey,
both
hey,
mouses.
All right,
Hitting
okay,
that like
Sam, your
little
stories,
circle thing in the
please.
middle of
Oh,
laptops
the
that
incoming
acts as a
date is
mouse.
You sound like fucking Jimmy from South Park.
That makes me imagine, like, I wish there was a way. I wish there was a way that I could make an innuendo out of, like, you know, on laptops where they have that red circle thing you can use as a mouse. I wish there was a way I could make an innuendo towards a clit in that thing because she was at an office job.
Well, they both don't work unless you use your finger.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
now.
all right,
Okay,
Sam.
tell your
Yeah,
damn story
sorry.
so we can go.
Sam.
Anyway,
Cool
so...
story. Oh my god. Go.
So anyways,
Okay, Sam.
So
alright.
in class, we were talking about masturbating in school. There was similar to Nick's situation, bitch of a girl, but was always like fucking wearing some fine ass shit during the day.
Yeah, that Abercrombie.
Oh yeah, no, but those jeans
got
are.
Aeropostale all day.
Oh shit, dude, the
got
fucking
no
American
angel
Eagle
pussy.
showing off that glorious freedom ass. So
Oh,
anyway.
bitch,
Yeah,
Oh,
and
this
like
is-
the low cut shirts.
Oh
those
yes,
pocket-
midriff. Yes.
Are those
yes,
his
yes.
pants with no pockets on the back? Oh, I can see all that ass.
Hey, no holy jeans in the school.
Anyways,
Bitch got a new pair of etnies. Oh, damn.
Oh, dude, I had a pair of Bam Margera Audios.
Okay, let him
anyway,
finish, let
they
him
had purple heartograms on them.
so the
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just picturing Sam just like, oh, Aeropostale, damn.
He's sitting here brand loyal over his pussy. Jesus Christ.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go on.
Okay,
Fucking alien.
hey.
Continue your
Yo.
fucking story.
Okay,
It's short.
so girl comes in class. I am in multimedia class, and
Multimedia.
however, the way that the class is set up, it's not like rows of desks or anything. In fact, if you remember this room, it's basically where all the computer desks are along the wall.
Was this that like 8th grade science teacher who had her like
No, high
from
school.
her
This
class
was
like
high
that?
school.
Oh.
So this was high school
Oh,
multimedia class.
multimedia, yeah.
Yes, and there was a desk in the middle of the room. So basically, you have the desk in
Yeah.
the middle of the room, and then all the chairs are like
They were like
Opposite-
on the outside of the room.
on the outside,
And
outlining
the
the
teacher's
walls of
desk
the
was
room.
right in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Right. So then,
Yeah.
however, when the teacher spoke, we would all have to turn around and face the middle. Or if he had to show us something on the screen, we would have to turn around and face the middle.
And you were lucky enough to sit across from her.
I was like, okay, so I'm diagonal from her, but I see her like wearing like this midriff and like her ass is like curving out of the seat and everything, and like I'm just sitting there, and then all of a sudden like I get that pee boner going on, where like I'm pressing.
Boner.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
the
like, I know
fucking
what you
pee
mean,
boner.
like,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
someone hits you in the dick and your like dick acts like a nose because like when you get hit in the nose you gotta sneeze, so when you like get hit in the dick you gotta pee.
Yes.
Nick gets me.
Yeah, no, I fucking understand. No, like, so the bladder, like, fucking pressure builds up, and when you put pressure on it with, like, your hand or your jeans, it's like, ooh. Like, it feels kind of nice. Well, I put my hand down there, like, to adjust myself. I'm like, man, that feels good. And I looked at her, looked back at my dick, and I was like, and I squeezed it again, I'm like, ooh. And, like,
Was this your first time discovering that you can masturbate?
no.
Oh.
This was like,
So that's like
Second.
to be honest, this was probably, like, junior year of high school.
You mean I don't have to lay flat on the bed and just rub it? Oh my god, I can actually touch that thing?
I don't
I
have
can't
to
just drop
jerk
up
it
pillow
off.
so I feel better about my life.
So,
Actually, that kind of makes me think about someone I want to tell after he's done with this story.
All right.
Yeah, we'll shut it off after that and then you tell it to us.
I think it's worthy.
okay, so,
It's about exploring and finding out.
Yeah,
All right.
name drop.
well, so we're
No, there's no names.
seeing her, and pretty much, like, I'm not even rubbing my dick, I'm, like, squeezing it at this point, and, like, kind of, like, vaguely, like, doing this thing, or, like, I'm barely, like, going up against it, like, kind of, like, genie rubbing it, and then, fucking, all of a sudden, I hear while he's showing the video, and she is completely oblivious to this, everyone is, except for my two friends from band, that are, and all of a sudden I hear, Sam! And I look up, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my
And then
god.
I'm like, oh shit!
You're
And
like,
I realize
ow.
that my dick is like throbbing at this point about to burst out of my pants, and they're like laughing their ass off directly looking at me, and they haven't told anyone yet. And then I have to go and pee afterwards, and like have to try and not rub out a boner in the middle of the bathroom.
That
Pee boner-
actually
pee
reminds
boners
me.
fucking suck.
Oh, dude, they're the best though because it's
No,
like,
they're not! They're awful!
Oh,
That reminds me of like one time how I got like a stupid like school girlfriend that like didn't mean anything. It was just dumb.
yeah.
I remember one time I had
Hey,
like
you're
a boner
cute.
in like
Hey,
a
you're
history class of mine, and I was just like, looked. It was just throbbing, going down my pants, and then we ended up like having like a 2-week long little stupid school relationship, which nothing happened. But I just remember.
Yeah,
that,
but you
that
guys
was
are in
some-
love.
Yeah,
Aw.
but I just remember that. Yeah, that had happened once.
Send her
Like,
all
because as soon
this-
as I did that, it was like I had nonstop. She would like talk to me.
When you start getting pee
I had shit
boners,
my
did you start
boner.
like kind of like prodding the couch corners a little bit, like just kind of like poking it into shit? Just
I know this is
because?
like a joke among a lot
No,
of
I
like,
tried to.
comedians.
I tried to
and
fucking
people, but
shit
I
out.
seriously like whenever like a comedians talk about it, like fucking their whole house, that was totally fucking me.
I was fucking
Like-
refrigerators.
I
Yeah.
was fucking my couch,
Oh
chairs.
yeah.
Dude,
I
I
was
fucked my
rubbing my
couch
wiener
to
on
this
like the
day.
carpet on the ground and
Louis
shit like
C.K.'s
that.
got a bit about that.
Yeah, I know a lot of
Okay,
comedians
I
talk
never
about
did
that.
any of that.
Hell,
If I jacked off, I jacked off.
Hell, you know what I still do? Like, you know, you get
I
morning
fuck
wood.
things around the house.
When I wake
still
up
do.
from like morning
That's what I
wood
said.
with morning wood and shit, like not like I'm getting off on bed, like
Fuck.
I'll sit there and just like sit there and like grind on my bed for like a half
Crying?
an hour.
You're crying on your
No,
bed?
grind.
You wake up with
No,
a
okay,
boner,
Like
you walk to
until
your
then, I'm like,
dresser.
until I go like crap. I better get into the bathroom and solve this.
No, the whole thing about that is like if you have a pee boner, the thing you want to do is like you're not sure if you have to jack off or pee. Because the minute you pull out your dick, you can start peeing and you're like, fuck my bed!
Yeah.
Or you go to the fucking bathroom and you're like, oh fuck, it hurts.
Yeah.
So what you do is you turn around on your stomach and you just try to fuck your bed as hard as you can because you're trying to press it out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the
No.
thing I was gonna talk about after Sam's story.
Yeah, totally.
Is I know this is
You
gonna
finger
topic
yourself
on like
at your desk.
everything, but like
God damn it, Drew.
how everyone figured out how to masturbate. Because I remember with me, it was like I did not get it at all. I did not understand like. Until eventually, at some point, something clicked in my brain and I started just like jerking it off. I got it, but I didn't do like the weird like 2-finger thing where it's essentially just jacking off with 2 fingers. Or I was literally like
I was there.
punching
From
my
the
wiener.
start.
Punching,
I was
What?
just going. I was going on based on what I saw like the motions where I'd seen
Well,
in
you
movies.
punched your dick to get off?
My dick,
Are you
yeah,
Waffles?
yes. I was like bump bump. I was like, this is what.
That came
why is
later in
everyone so
life.
stoked on masturbating? And then one day I kind of like got it, and I was like, oh my god, I know why everybody masturbates. I can't wait till my mom leaves. I'm on summer vacation. Fuck yeah, let's turn on Fuse.
Let's turn on
Dude,
Fuse.
uranium.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
And they had like that Maxim special and stuff. Dude, I actually taped that on VHS.
Oh no,
I
that was
watched it all the time.
yeah, that was a VHS.
where they posed for Maxim.
Yeah, the VH1 fucking like Maxim like 20 countdown or whatever.
Yeah,
No,
but yeah,
like-
for the longest time
Oh,
I was
Lindsay
like,
Lohan is pretty hot.
I would
Mila
say for
Kunis,
like
oh,
a
no
good
way.
6 months when I was like kind of like starting to kind of get masturbating. I was like, all I was
Get-
doing is just like punching like the top of my head, the head of my wiener. Like,
Like,
Is that
it's,
a
all,
model?
it's all shaped.
yeah, I was just like,
I
hitting
actually,
it.
He's like packing it in like a pack of
Get
fucking
in there.
cigarettes.
When
Get in there.
when I first started masturbating, it was on accident. Like I
It's never on accident.
no, it was
It's
completely
animal
on
instinct.
accident. Like I was like pretty much just like rubbing my dick, like because I didn't know what else to do. And like this was like in I want to say like seventh, 6th grade, something like that. So I was just like doing this because I didn't know what else to do. But I heard masturbating was a thing, so I started doing it. And just as I'm doing it, I just fucking came it and
I came it.
yeah. But
I've
like
been
it
jerking
happened,
off
I'm like.
since before.
And I was
the
like,
white
Jesus
came
fucking
out.
Christ, what was...
Hold on.
It's pretty much Nick's reaction was like, oh my god, I need to like, every day after school, this is happening.
yeah, like
so-
when you shoot Spider-Man on the wall.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like
Hold
that.
on. So the fact that you said that like, oh, masturbation is a thing makes me think that somebody came up to you with like, hey man, you ever tried that masturbation thing?
Well,
Well, that's what happened to me actually.
No, I
Hey man, you ever
my friend Bobby
You ever
was like
spanked the monkey?
stoked that he like came
Bobby,
for the first.
Bobby.
Yeah, that he came for the first time and he got someone on his toilet seat and he had to clean it up. And then I was like, what? And then I started trying to like masturbate and shit like that.
Bobby's in the bathroom, he comes on his toilet, he's like, yeah, come here, look at this
That's
shit!
how far me and Bobby go back. Yeah, he like came, he's like,
No way!
yeah.
It's white! What's it taste like?
Yeah, he was like,
Is that white Pete?
we were sitting there,
Are you still doing that dick thing?
we were playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and he's like, so dude,
Hold on.
I started like jerking off and then like the white stuff like came out and hit my toilet seat and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like jerking off. I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh dude, I gotta go. Like, actually, I ran home and I tried my hardest to like come. Like, I was
Bobby,
like,
how do you do it? How do you do it, Bobby? Bobby, come on, man!
Bobby, why don't you show me? Like that, but like,
Bobby, show me how you do it!
it was seriously.
I can't
Like,
find a PDF
It was
on it. What the hell's going on?
it was one of those moments
You got
where
a
like,
floppy drive that tells me how to do it.
it was seriously. It was like one of those moments where kids are like, so do you know about like sex? It was like one of those kind of moments. And I did not handle it in like we had a deep conversation. It was like, oh, I need to go home right now.
Oh.
And then I like went
dude,
ran to my
I
room
ditched
and just
on
like
friends to
started
jack
punching
off.
my wiener.
And okay, so my starting of masturbation, I'm not even joking, probably started when I was like 4, as far as I can remember. Like, not even old enough to get a boner, but I would just lay there and do that. I'd play with my pecker, like, kind of thing, as my dad would call it. He'd be like, play with Bracken Mike! Good job.
Give
It's
me a
like an
thumbs
hour,
up.
so I'm timing it. Yeah, anyway, it's like an hour. Anyway, so,
Yeah, fuck it.
fucking...
It just
Fuck,
needs more
so
stuff we
fucking
can
when my
edit
one
and
friend
spice
comes
together.
over and my one friend would always give me shit. He's like, man, I can't believe you play with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's fucking gay, man. Like, let's go fucking shoot shit. Like, let's go fucking get a BB gun and go beat up a kitten or something like that. I'm like,
Oh my
Jesus, what
God.
the...
so like
Do you
one
hang
day,
out with the cast
You
with
were
a
shooting
butterfly
BBs at
effect?
your gun.
so anyway he was like, hey, hey, you should come over to my house tonight. My dad's over, you know. And I was just like, I totally just want to kind of stay home by myself. And my mom was like, my mom was like, well, you know, like we're not going anywhere, so you can go with them. Like we're probably gonna go get something to eat, come back. And I was like, no, I'm good. She's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, oh, I just kind of want to be by myself right now. So my mom went to go get something to eat, and I just ran in my bedroom, and I was like,
Jesus Christ! Did you scream at your dick too?
dude, I always scream at my dick. Fucking
Eat healthy.
No.
Did you ever like get
Again? Was this blood?
Oh, are we gonna talk about getting caught?
I got a bloody
no, like,
nose from
What I
that.
was gonna ask, I have 2 stories about this. Did you ever get caught, like your parents finding out what website you went to, or found the porn that you like
yes.
downloaded?
Dude,
Oh, I
okay,
felt
the
videos like that was
the
going
website
to.
thing was awful because like I knew how to
That's
delete
awkward.
cookies. I knew how to delete
I have like
the cookies
2
in history.
mortifying stories on that.
I know how to
Like,
delete cookies in history and all that shit, but somehow mom still fucking finds
see,
it.
I wasn't smart like that. I have 2 kind of mortifying stories like that.
My mom would call me up. My mom called my grandma and was like, "Hey, Nick's been watching us some interesting shit." And then my grandma and like my whole family was like, "Oh, Nick likes his Asian girls."
I have like
I was like, "Yeah, you know what? They're fucking tiny, and I can fucking destroy them."
I have like
I am Godzilla. They are Asian.
What's
I
up,
have
Grandma?
2 kind of stories about that are like I remember I think it was like me and like this kid Taylor, but it was kind of more so me. It was like when LimeWire was like big thing.
Oh,
And,
Did he give you
yeah.
computer aids to get free music?
Yes.
Gave my computer aids to get pictures of Tori Wilson and Sable
Oh.
from their Playboy spread.
Yes.
I kept getting that, like, and I found like stupid edited pictures of, like Trish Stratus and like Stacey Keebler and stuff. And my sister and her boyfriend found out I was looking at that stuff. And the worst part is my sister's boyfriend ended up becoming. I was going into middle school and he had just graduated and he became the middle school assistant football coach. You know who I'm talking about now that I've said it.
Oh.
Yeah, his initials are DD.
Yeah.
He found that, and that was horrifying because then he told a bunch of people who were on the football team, and I
Oh.
ended up never living that down, kind of. Granted, I never got too like harassed for that. And the second story is the most mortifying. This still gives me chills up, at least my spine, because of just the feeling I got when I found out they found out.
My dick's tingling.
My Uncle Dave had gotten like pancreatic cancer, and he was dying. He was like on his kind of deathbed thing.
Oh, no.
And they asked, at the point in time, I was super into Teal Tequila and Pants Off Dance Off, but more so Teal Tequila.
Oh.
And I had a PSP. And on PSP they had a browser, and you could find these pictures, and you could save those pictures. Well, I had found naked pictures of Teal Tequila.
Hell yeah, you did.
And other videos of the sort that I downloaded on my PSP. Well, when they were all bored because they were at the hospital all day and stuff, my mom was like, "Hey, Jason's always wanted to play around with the PSP. He wants to borrow it." And I thought, "Oh, well, they're too stupid to look through pictures and stuff. They'll just try to play the dumb games or watch the movies on my watch the movie discs from a PSP." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, cool." And guess what they found the first thing? Because I was an idiot and I didn't close out of it. As my uncle is dying, they're like, they call me like, "Nick, what is this on your PSP?" I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, what the fuck do you think they mean?
I was like,
Nick?
Hey, it's God of
I
War
was like,
changing
"Oh,
Olympus.
it
What
must
are
be
you
my
talking
friend. My friend Alex came over and he must have downloaded those. I don't know. I don't know what that porn is on the browser.
It hurts so
How did you know it was porn?
And it
We
was
were
a
gonna talk about this
horrifying
baking
because it was like
recipe.
is this deep, dark time. We're all sad. This is going down. He's told he's got so many weeks to live. And then
Show him some. Fuck
when they're
it.
sitting there having these huge moments, like, you know, talking to him, learning these things about him, and all this deep holding his hand, getting ready to say goodbye to him kind of stuff. They open my PSP and it's like a girl like humping a dildo and like Teal Tequila like dancing naked. And I still I'm telling this right now is like I'm like because it was just such one of those moments like, and I just ruined it. I felt like the idiot of the whole situation.
God.
Yeah, but see, in like, in
The
like 20,
cringe is real.
in like 20 years from that time, they're just gonna look back and be like, "Hey, remember the time that we got caught Nick's porn?" In
His
the
uncle was
hospital?"
dying.
It's somewhat full circle because now Teal Tequila does like full on like porn now, which
Does
I'm
she
so
really?
on and I watch all the fucking time.
I mean, she's ugly as fuck, but I'm still.
What?
Yeah, she's ugly.
She has perfect boobs and she is beautiful.
Yeah, because she's fake as
And
fuck.
she is beautiful.
She's fake as fuck.
So, my dick doesn't care.
My dick does.
Who cares if they're fake?
So, okay.
As long as they look real.
This over?
Yeah.
Can we end this, please?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm dying.
Can I
Is
tell
your nose
another
bleeding?
story?
My nose is bleeding. My
Let's
chest
tell a
hurts.
masturbating
I'm
story.
barely
Go
able to
with
breathe.
masturbation stories. You can tell us.
You guys have stressed me out beyond all belief today.
Because our cringeworthy, masturbating, embarrassing stories.
No, they're so funny.
This
I
has
can't
been
handle
this
it.
has been the Odds Cast.
Fucking Robotnik. Fucking
This has
banana.
been the Self Pleasure Cast.
Yeah.
The
See
self-
you next time.
See you next time.
Look at his blood.
Hey,
Look
does
at the blood on
anyone?
this.
Hey, I feel like it's worth mentioning that our microphone is a blue and it's in the shape of a ball, and you can.
Ah, blue balls. Yeah, that's funny. Turn it
It's
on.
called a
Yeah.
snowball.
See you later. That was a Self Pleasure Cast.
That was Sam
Bye.
trying to be
Bye bye. Fuck you.